Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Maxine from Sewing with Max, and today I'm showing you how to make this beautiful flowy beach cover up, the perfect piece to wear over your swimsuit or even as a resort outfit. This design is light, breezy and super flattering, and the best part is you can make it in under an hour with just a few simple steps. For this look, I'm using a lightweight rayon with a gorgeous paisley print. You can always use a chiffon, georgette or even cotton voile. Anything soft with a nice drape will work beautifully. You will need about 3 meters of this, and then you'll need some embellishment. So I've gone with this pretty pom-pom style, but you can use anything you want, or you can even just hem it. Try and avoid stiff fabrics, they won't flow as nicely, so softer the fabric, the better. So let's jump right in. I will show you how we're going to cut the fabric. So we're going to cut 4 rectangles, each one measuring 1.4 meters by 50 centimeters, and then 2 belts, 5 centimeters by 2 meters. One of the belts will be a binding and the other one will be a belt for the waist. So I first start by cutting the belt pieces off, and then I will be cutting the 4 rectangles from the fabric. This pattern actually caught my eye because it looks like wearable art. I just love paisley prints so much lately. I just love how lightweight this fabric also feels. It really gives off that effortless resort vibes. It reminds me of something you'd find in Santorini or Maldives. It's so perfect for summer. The color is just so beautiful. Next, when you have all 4 pieces cut out, overlock all the rectangles all the way around. Then from there, you can take 2 rectangles, face them right sides together and on one edge, so 1 meter up on one side with 1 centimeter seam allowance. This is actually one of the first cover-ups I made when I started experimenting with some resort wear. I made a few of these for a beach wedding collection once, and they looked so elegant over the swimsuits. They were for a couple of bridesmaids, and you can even make it in a white lace and then it turns into a bridal robe. I always say even a simple project can feel luxurious if you choose the right fabrics. So this piece that we've just sewn will be our center back. Then from there we can place the other 2 pieces facing right sides together, and then we're going to sew the top edges on 1 centimeter. This will be our shoulder seams. If you are working with a very delicate fabric or a see-through fabric, I would suggest doing this with a French seam. So once you've got the shoulder seam sewn up, then you can take your trim and then you can sew it all the way around that middle opening. This project is super easy. If you can sew a straight stitch, you can absolutely make this. The key here is just taking your time. Sewing should always feel relaxing. If it's not relaxing, I would suggest take a break and then come back later. After you have sewn the trim on, lay the cover up flat, and then the 2 outer edges. We're going to measure 30 centimeters twice. The second 30 centimeters is where we're going to sew on 1 centimeters. So this is the side seams, and the 30 centimeters that we're leaving open, that is where your arm is going to go through. If you feel that the slit on the sides are a bit too high, then you can increase the second 30 centimeters to maybe 50 or even 60 centimeters, whatever you prefer. Now we will iron the binding down. If you don't have a binding maker, just use a pin. Pin it to your ironing board, and then you're going to pull the fabric through that, and then you can use that as a binding maker. So just iron it so that the 2 edges line up in the center. Then we will pin this onto our cover. Measure 45 centimeters down from the shoulder line, back and front, and then connect a line, and then we're going to pin that binding all the way around on that line. On each edge, make sure that you fold the binding in slightly so you don't have the raw edge peeking over the center front. Then sew both of the long edges of the binding onto the cover up, and then keep the leftover binding. We will use that a bit later. Next, hem all the raw edges, or you can add some extra trimmings on them. You can use either a rolled hem or a narrow fold, whatever your machine handles best. This will give your cover up a clean, professional finish. So for my arm openings and hem, I just ended up hemming it and not adding any trim, as I felt I want to keep the focus on the trim that's in the center. I don't want to have too much going on my beach cover up. Now we can take the other belt and then we're going to fold it right sides together, and then we can sew it on 1 centimeter. Once you've got it sewn, you can take a safety pin or a bodkin and then you're going to turn it in on itself. So it's kind of a scooch and pull method. Adding the waistband definitely helps define your waist a little bit more while keeping that relaxed beachy vibe. I feel without it, it's a bit too much fabric going on, and with the belt, it just adds that elegant look. Then we can take the belt and then we're going to pull it through the binding that we have just sewn. This cover up would pack so nicely for a holiday, barely takes up any space in your suitcase. My favorite thing about this project is that it looks designer, but it's really so simple to sew. Totally wear this as a kimono style over jeans and a tank top as well. I love how it transitions from beachwear to something you could even wear to brunch. Next, you can use an offcut piece of fabric or the piece left over from the binding and then just sew it together. String must measure 20 centimeters in length. This we will need to sew on the backs. You can even use a piece from your trim or whatever you prefer, but we will need a piece here in the back to prevent the sleeves from falling open the whole time. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more sewing and design videos from me. Tag me on Instagram if you make your own. I would absolutely love to see your creations. And here it is, a gorgeous flowing beach cover up that moves beautifully in the breeze. I love how versatile it is. You can wear it open for a relaxed look or cinch it in for something more elegant. See you next time.